going on, everybody? It's Ishinigami, and we got yourselves another video today. Today's topic will be a little short one, but it's just kind of continuing the saga that has been unfolding for us, the writer's strike, and how nobody really cares at all about what's going on with them. Maybe a little bit of people do, right? But not as many as the media would like you to believe. On top of that, you had the actors go on strike as well just recently, which just adds to the confusion that's going on with them. So now you have articles such as this coming out telling YouTubers that they need to what is the word? Yeah, YouTube does not respect the writer's strike. That could be a big problem for TV. And obviously, if you're thinking about it, right, it would obviously be a problem for them because, YouTube is actually starting to get up there in, I guess you could say, channels watched entirely. If you thought of YouTube as a channel, like a TV channel, it would be the highest viewed channel over all of them, right? Then you get Netflix, then you get Hulu, and so on, right? But Hollywood is just kind of forgetting. They don't really have the pressure to put all these demands that they want. The audience isn't really begging for them to come back any sooner. You got this kind of stuff where they're telling YouTubers, hey, you guys should probably be, what's the word? I'm missing it. But basically, like, supporting us, right? Yeah, it just doesn't really work out in their favor at this rate. And obviously, with the fact that a lot of other people are replacing what TV used to do, there's channels that do paranormal activity kind of stuff. There's people that explore abandoned buildings. There's people that do makeup tutorials. There's people that do reviews of toys. People that buy toys from like old-fashioned toys from like the 70s and 80s and back, basically doing Pawn Stars but with retro toys. Like, the list goes on and on of what YouTubers are offering that traditional TV is not, right? And it's just here, all in one spot. The other thing that they're kind of missing out on is basically it's this other part right here, where you have more and more actors kind of speaking up amongst the grain. You have right here, Zachary Levi said, I personally feel like the amount of content that comes out of Hollywood that is garbage. They don't care enough to actually make it great for you guys. The only way for us to change any of it is to not go to the garbage. And then you had Culture Grave saying that as well. So, I mean, yeah. Obviously, people definitely didn't go fucking watch that movie Shazam 2. So, what is the takeaway from all this? That the celebrity and all that, mysticism that kind of once followed isn't there anymore. People would rather be connected with someone that is like them, right? I'm struggling. I'm having to work 2 jobs. I'm having to work for 60 hours a week, right? Shit like that. That's just insane to some people. I only got like a little bit of time to maybe watch something that's not so politically charged. What do you got, right? And that's when you find these niche channels and stuff that are just doing their own thing, and that's why they're popping off. And then you also have Hollywood just kind of doing the same old. They kind of think they know what that people want when it comes to certain trends. Superheroes being very generic in one broad stroke instead of really adapting it to where you could have had horror superhero films, you could have had suspense along with the comedy and the adventure, right? It didn't have to just be comedies. That's it, comedy adventures, right? So much has just kind of been lost in the sight of what it really was. Unfortunately, I don't think Hollywood is gonna wake up anytime soon. You'll have more and more actors calling this stuff out. I know Bob Iger was facing a little bit more backlash again. Funny enough, right? Yeah, it's just like, we know what the issue is. Y'all need to just accept that YouTube and other like individual creators are what's gonna be the next thing, right? Some content creators may be better than others. Some may put more effort than others. It just depends on some people's life situations. But the fact that some of us are able to put out more content, get more views than traditional TV and other stuff like that, that's the thing that really piques advertisers' eyes. Is this a bad thing? I would say no if you don't consume traditional television. If you're someone that still does, I feel bad for you. But there's so many good forms of content that even like animation, you could find that crap on YouTube, right? It's not like it's uniquely just live action. Video games, movies, short films, it's all there. So Hollywood has to compete with the individual, and there's a lot more individuals than just one big company. But hey, the writer's strike is doing just fine, right? And I do apologize for the low energy. I'm a little sick, if you couldn't already fucking tell by my voice. Yeah, but I still wanted to pump out some videos because I'm fired up by all this stuff, at least fired up to a degree, and just wanted to show how more and more people are just not really doing anything about this strike, right? This is going to probably go on for maybe the end of the year. When these people start losing their houses or places to live, they're going to have to start leaving California. Then we'll see what happens, I guess, right? But hey, until then, I hope y'all have a good evening, good night. Let me know what I think I could, or what y'all think I could do better about it. What do you guys have opinions on as far as the strike? Do you think it's warranted, or do you think they're just asking for too much crap and unproven with talent, right? Yeah, I know the AI stuff is supposed to be the big thing they're worried about, but we already know that quite a bit of the movies that have come out recently, their writing is just bad. The TV shows are just bad, bland. So, what? They just gotta step up, right? Other than that, I hope y'all have a good evening, good night, wherever you're from. Let me know, like I said. And other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Bye.